Yeah, I hit it. I hit it. But I think you just landed. Does it count if I hit it and it doesn't explode? But I did hit it, right? I mean, you saw that. You saw me hit that. There it is. I got it again. I got it again. Yeah. Hello and welcome to this 1v1 game played on Vertigo Duel. It is on the new patch, but both players are playing old school divisions. So we've got Alex playing as 7th Panzer Division, and he's up against ComradeOctober playing 27Y. So, talking about the map, Red's got the good side. It's the good side for a few reasons. Basically, you can put a guy here and shoot the guys coming down this road. You've got this whole set of trees to help defend Boris. There's nothing like that on Anna. And if your enemy takes Boris, then you just fall back to here. So definitely the better side for Red. Also, this building could shoot down this road. Blue's building can't shoot down that road, etc, etc. The one saving grace of the blue side is if they take mid, they can put something here which cuts the reinforcement road here. But then here's another thing for Red. Red can put a guy here, cut the reinforcement road. Blue can put a guy here and not cut the reinforcement road. Because that's back here. I mean, obviously you see them as they're coming into the zone, but it's not really the same thing. So, looking at the deployments, we've got a very interesting deployment from Red here. Basically, as you can tell, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on this side. So 6 points on this side, 2 points on this side. So generally, people put most of their effort here. Especially if you're on Red side, you want to try and take Anna at the start. If you're on Blue side, you want to hold Anna and go for center, and then push your way into Dmitry, because attacking Boris is basically impossible because of how defensible it is. Anyway, looks like Red's going mostly on the right here, so we've got supply, and then Iglas, so 1, 2, 3 Iglas. Panzerjäger, Pioneer Flam, Marschützen. Yeah, okay, so just a load of infantry going to these zones, backed up by 2 cubs, which are going here, and that's why the supply's coming back there. So no tanks or anything, just infantry, no ATGMs, very weird deployment. And then he's got a regular Aufklärer going to here, but no ATGM going there, so he won't even be able to shoot stuff coming down here. No Spezial Aufklärer with the airborne forward deployment. So 1 Aufklärer going to here, and 1 Aufklärer going to here, but no ATGM, so he can't shoot down there. And for the left, we've got another supply, another cub, which is presumably going for the supply. Yes, so it's those 2, and then an Igla, a 30mm Panzerjäger Conkers. Conkers is going to the wrong house. It's not going to the house that lets it shoot down the reinforcements. Marschützen and BTR. No attempt to take this. So a very odd deployment. I think he's putting most of his resources in the wrong side of the map, to tell you the truth. Certainly if I was Red, I'd be wanting to take Anna. Switching to his opponent's deployment. You've got ComradeOctober, Razvedka going to here, Dmitry, and then sending the vehicle, because the vehicle has its own good stealth and good optics, to there. Spetsrazvedka, so these are also recon deployed, not airborne deployed, despite being Spetsnaz, and they're just going to there. They've got ground surveillance radar, so they've got exceptional optics when they're stood still. And then 1 Igla, 1 BMP2, and you see that's going to be looking down that road, and he's turned off auto cover, because if you don't turn off auto cover, it will automatically go to here, and then you lose what you're trying to do there. And you see that this does have cover on, so he's turned off auto cover there, which was very intelligent. And then for mids, we've got Conkers, Igla. So yeah, Igla for this building, Razvedka Saperi, Conkers, and Spetsrazvedka. And on the right for Anna, we've got quite a lot of units. So CV, Conkers, Spetsrazvedka, a BMP-2 AG. So this is the one with the grenade launcher. It's only 5 points more, and now that grenade launchers are useful, it's the same on this side. You might as well pay 5 points more for the grenade launcher. And then, yeah, 2 BMP-3s. Oh, they're going here, actually. Interesting. One's going there, one's going there. Strela 10 M3, so this is very good, but it is very expensive, but it's got a perfect stabilizer on it, and very high range. And an RKHM, so quite a defensive opener from ComradeOctober, and it looks like Alex is going to be just defending in Boris anyway, and then going for Centra Dimitri. So let's cast the game, and we shall do so from this perspective. Right, so they're off, and it's time for me to thank the generous channel joiners, generously joining the channel. They get the names on the screen, they get the videos early, they get members exclusive videos. As of February 14th, 2025, my sole source of income will be this channel, because I'm still doing the PhD, but they're going to stop paying me because I took too long. So that's my fault for doing a PhD, and this channel is going to be keeping me in the game, because not only are they going to stop paying me, they're actually going to start charging me for the privilege of being part of the university, which does absolutely nothing for me except make my life difficult. But yeah, man, it's taken them ages to start killing each other. I don't want to talk anymore about my life. Hopefully one day it'll be over. The PhD, not my life. Anyway, you know, you really should have put an ATGM here. And an ATGM here, because like, so look, that Avclail's getting there. Like, you'd have to wait for the regular Igler to get there to see what would happen, you know, how long it would take. He's unloaded that early. Yeah, so Spetsnaz Vodka got there first, but he was probably assuming that there'd be a Special Avclair here, but it's kind of weird that Alex doesn't bring that. And there you go, so that now the Conkers is here, right? But if it was in this building, it would now be shooting that BMP3, and they'd all have to smoke and stuff. So just putting it one build... Oh, in fact, it still does it from there. Oh, okay. But not as well. Not as well. Yeah, it's a shame. If it had been in this building, I think he would have got some more shooty off there, because it would have been closer, etc. What can I say? You know, that'd be being shot at right now if this was in that building. Anyway, so that Conkers is going in on some of these BMP2s. This is a much more interesting fight. So first blood actually goes to blue because he killed a transport with this. This could kill those SPWs really quickly if it went there. Over on this side, you know, it's kind of hard to push with BMPs into a Conkers. It will just one-shot one and then one-shot the other. But ComradeOctober's done a great job taking this middle part, because now he can put this Conkers here and shoot the reinforcements as they come in here, and that will help him if he wishes to attack here, which I assume is what he wants to do, given that the points are going there. On this side, I can't really see him winning this fight. Depends on the micro, right? But yeah, BTR-80 is like a more expensive SPW-70 because it's got the smoke. It's literally it. And it's got to smoke right now or it's going to die. Nah. So, you know, smoke's only useful if you use it. This is actually invisible. This Igler needs to leave the district, and he is. Well, it was too late, he's dead. There's lots of units there. AT plane coming in here for that BMP too. It's kind of weird how he was sort of doing that to it. Anyway, that'll clean that up fairly easily. MiG-29, if it goes near those cubs, it's probably not going to make it. Yeah, he got shot, and there's 3 cubs there and 2 Iglers, and I really can't see him getting out here. Well, he must just be much better at the game than me. Usually if I run into 3 cubs and 2 Iglers, I don't make it out, so big skill there. On this side, he sent this forwards and immediately started getting hit by that grenade launcher. The Conkers is the real kicker, though, because if that wasn't there, he could... he's still getting shot. He's probably going to lose this, actually. If he doesn't move it right now, he's dead. It's only got 1 HP. Grenade launchers in this game are so strange. No, there it goes. Because they fire really slowly, but they do decent damage now. I don't think they're OP at all. You got this wave of... What do we call them? Wonderful people who, when the grenade launchers were released on 9th US, you see the problem. That was a 100-point vehicle just exploded there. They were like, ah, it's OP, it's OP, it's OP, it's OP, and then they all suddenly realized, or well, some of them realized faster than others, this is probably not going to make it.
Yeah, so that was a waste of time because this didn't actually cap. They all realised that, oh, one IFV kills all of those little grenade launcher jeeps. And we did try and tell them, but... yeah. So, T-80BV, great, but you really want that with your AA, because it's going to get blown up by a plane, which 7th has a lot of. 27Y, all these Soviet mechtivs are just so slow. Everything that they have is so expensive. And it just dies, and then so you need like loads and loads and loads and loads of AA before you do anything. And even then, it tends to be a case of revenge killing enemy planes rather than actually killing them. But for now, blue has the point advantage. A lot of that is to do with the fact that red just refuses to buy a CV for over here, or even send this one. Although he wouldn't be able to send it down here, it would die. So he'd have to send it back here, across and up. Just doesn't want to buy that. Wants to secure his zones. It might be the right play. I prefer having the CV and getting that point tick, because it, not only for your own benefit, but it also, your enemies start making mistakes, basically. If you've got the point tick, here we go, he's doing it. Oh, he's doing exactly what I said. I haven't seen this, I don't know what happens. This has been aligning for a long time. You see what I mean, right? But if there's a Conkers here, it could actually shoot guys coming down this road. Whereas this is just going to immediately lose tracking because it goes out of range. So, T-80BV here, but... yeah, so he's buying the AA to defend it. But basically, you need to pick a place to be. When I'm playing on the blue side, which is the weaker side, I like to hold Anna and go for center. Which, strangely enough, is not in the middle. It's called center, but it's not in the center. That's weird. Why isn't that shooting that? Oh, because of the house. Interesting. This guy's got to get out, bro. Needs to leave. He's only got 2 HP. I mean, he's chonking away at the cohesion there, but... so I got 2 HP. Keep in mind the SVD is the one doing all the cohesion damage, and that can't shoot while you're moving. So he did have Special out clearly, he just didn't buy any. That's weird. It's obviously the best part of your opener, right? So, 2 Acacias purchased. These used to be called Acacia, and then they renamed it to something unpronounceable. So yeah, 2 SFL-H, 2 S3M 152mm there. You'll notice that he's aiming at slightly the wrong place. And yeah, heavy tanks just not so useful anymore at all. Basically every ATGM in the game, even the cheapest ones, will 2-shot stun or 2-shot rout any tank. It's pretty daft. So it's basically 500 for a rout. Well, I suppose it's just under 500. And the stuns happen at like 300, but it's a percentage chance, from what I remember. It was a long time ago. Anyway, he needs to back this up a little bit. So basically, cheap ATGMs are actually very, very, very worth it, because they will just route all this stuff immediately, even if it's not killing it. Having said that, the Conkers isn't that much more, and it will... so a bundle of sticks will not one-shot BMP2, whereas a Conkers will. And if your enemy's playing the BMP2, BMP3... same with the BMP3. So if your enemy's playing the BMP2, BMP3 spam deck, it can be worth doing that. What I find very so like Alex here, he's not actually capped this zone either. He could be on a +2 now. And also he's literally just wasted 3 minutes of income on artillery. You get 260 a minute, 240, 210, 210. So outside of all that, he's had 1 more unit. And look how effective it is. It takes like a good 10-15 minutes for artillery to pay for itself. And so if you buy all of that and your enemy buys units, you lose all your momentum and then you die. Now, this... he's got this switched off as well. It is seed. But you can switch it back on if it turns its back, which he has now done. And now, because of suppress on miss, that is now routed. So he's bought a grad as well. The way I play 27, why? when I'm forced to play it is I honestly open FOB, and I just play extremely defensively, and I buy 2 grads and I saturate the whole map. Also, your auto sell orders cancel. If you've got auto sell on, it cancels. I see the Conkers. Oh, it missed. It missed. That's why it only dealt 8 damage there. So now he's bought another one. This guy, he had it all, and he's literally throwing before our very eyes. 4 minutes without reinforcements. Meanwhile, his opponent obviously wasted 1 minute there, but also spent 3 minutes. These BTR-80s do have smoke. Also, yeah. So if you spawn in a unit in a truck and you send it to a place like from the spawn, fine, no problem. But if you then grab it and then right-click it somewhere else, it cancels the auto sell. So he's not buying any. Yeah, so you see that this still has the auto sell on, but because he grabbed these and sent them over here, it cancels the auto sell. So he needs to manually sell this. Look, he's already lost one. Over here, that Conker, you know, if you drove a little bit further forwards, you'd probably kill it. Although I'm quite surprised he's not, given that he should have corrected shot. But yeah, I'd be more concerned with all this. But you see what happened there, right? You buy 4 minutes of RT and a bunch of planes, and your enemy just buys ground units. Look, this is 1 minute's income. And then these are, what, 40? So 60 with the transport. So, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 2 minutes income. 3 minutes income. Yeah, so this is... It's just the same amount of points, more or less. More or less. Like, you either get all this, which has accomplished what exactly, or you get all this, which takes the zone. So, over-investing in artillery, big oof. Buying one piece is reasonable. You know, one piece in the first, like, 7 minutes or something is perfectly fine. So, like, this grad, for example. But yeah, it's just massive, massive loss of momentum there. Sorry, I am still ill. I'm absolutely maulding about that. I was waiting for this week off. So basically, I go to visit my family for a week over Crimbo, and then I have a week off. I've been waiting for it for like 2 to 3 months, and I get it, and one of my family members coughed on me, and I spent the whole week ill. And then it's back to uni, back to the PhD. I guess there's never a good time to be ill, but I'm pretty upset about that. But, you know, I mean, I get people sending me things like, how's it going? I love watching your videos in between the shelling, because they're somewhere in West Asia, you know, or Eastern Europe. And, yeah, I guess I don't really have a leg to stand on. Ooh, I've got a cold. But, you know, got to talk about something. So, ComradeOctober here, he stopped the tick, and Alex has woken up and begun buying units. You can, if you have a fob, you will run out of supply before 40 minutes if you use those 2 RM70s constantly. If you have a fob. Right, he's got 2 RM70s and 2 Akatsias and no fob. So, he's going to have a serious supply problem. And yeah, these BTR-80s, you know, I don't know. I mean, they've got smoke, so I can understand why they're 35, but I don't know. I mean, they are fast, right? Like, the SPW-70 is slower. This is 75. And having the smoke is nice, and the KPVT is better than a 50 cal. But, it's just, at the lower levels, there's a lot of price compression, right? So a lot of things cost 30, and some of them are better than others. This is a very effective 30-point unit, actually. This is not intelligent. He must have just spawned it and forgotten about it. This guy was a low cohesion, though, so he does a lot of missing. Anyway, if I was ComradeOctober in this case, I'd be buying some of those Conkers M ATGM teams, if he has them in his deck, and getting them in here. If not, I'd be buying T80BV maybe, because look, the first T72 of the game. The idea behind 7th is that it's much stronger. It's much stronger early game than 27Y. And so, yeah. It all just comes down to the RNG now. Will it actually land on it? Yeah, you see the way RT works in this game is pretty daft. Lands right next to you, does nothing. You've literally got to headshot people to kill them. Like that. So it just comes down to the look. They need to increase splash drastically. So I don't think he's actually got any infantry ATGM teams. I think he's traded them out in lieu of vehicle ones, because we haven't seen any. Although, didn't he have like a Conkers here at the start? Yeah, he did. He had a Conkers here that died. So he should definitely be putting those in here. Like, this building's really, really, really good. This building isn't bad. This building's good. This building's obviously the one everybody goes for, which can be useful. He lost a Tor there to the Sneed. Was Vedka Saperi getting pushed back by Mott Schutzen? There needs to be more AA here. Also, he's not reloading his grad. This has a 105-second reload from the first supply touching it after it's lost something, right? So if you are leaving it like that without resupplying it, it will that timer isn't going down. So this is just a big fat waste of points. And this is one of the disadvantages with bringing these things forwards. It's actually a lot harder to get supply up to them. It takes longer. Whereas if it's right next to spawn, you could get... Yeah, this is 600 supply. This is 800 supply cost, so this is not sufficient to supply that. I don't know, I mean, I've seen a lot of... like, so this guy should be trying to take this building, really. And they shouldn't just be stood there. Like, there's some trees right in front of you, which will give you some nice cover. Obviously, there is a recon unit here, which will see you anyway. Or you know, put him back here, but don't just stand there. Sort of the same with this. Like, the CV was just there. If you're doing an attack, you do need to stand out here, because otherwise you can't shoot. But certainly, if I was red, I would be, you know, this T72 would be up here basically. And the way you would try and get back into Dimitri would be by obviously try and get infantry into this forest and hold this forest, but push up here, try and take this. Then try and take this, then the enemy can't reinforce, and then you go for the zone. Whereas if you're just running over the open field into an enemy that can resupply, you're doing it wrong. And you're gonna be dunzoed. How does he see that? Oh, I see. It's had cover turned off, but it's not actually in the tree line. No, it is. It is in the tree line. Kind of looked like it wasn't there. I'm not sure. Not sure how he did see that. That's very odd. Maybe it fired, who knows. Anyway, I've been moving these a little bit now. So, yeah, is he gonna... No, he's gonna do the thing everybody does. Including me. Very often. Where it's just like... It's in front of me, and you just run up, right? But you... Because it's the fastest way, it's the fastest way. But no, it's not smart at all. You need to take this, get this, and then you can do some winning. Also, if you buy a unit right up here, you click up here, you click Motshots and SVD, then you click Y, and then you click on the screen. They will unload when they get to their position, instead of sitting there and dying before you realise what's going on. So he lost a whole unit there and 2 transports, and he might lose another transport there. This is a very effective ATGM. Missed that time. So, pretty smart from Alex here, getting these around the sides. And ComradeOctober, yes, having the recon with it. So he's clicked this, he's just right-click that, and it'll follow him around. I recently realised that that actually does lead to some problems where sometimes, if it's like hugging you, if it's faster than you get problems with... Is he going to smoke this, or...? Okay. You get problems with it pushing you, and then you can't smoke straight away because you're getting pushed in the back. but only if it's faster than you, from what I've understood anyway. So this is 60 and this is 60 as well, so I don't actually think it makes a big difference. But if you've got one behind you that's much faster than you, I have noticed that being a problem. But it's still just generally a good strategy. It's usually not a problem. Like, look, there is a gap there. I don't know. Maybe I just got unlucky one time and then I blamed it on that. Anyway, this is probably going to die now. Basically, if you've got 17 armor, you can survive one hit. Oh, like that. So that has a 25% chance of killing you in one pass because it's a 50% accuracy missile. This, on the other hand, is going to get you. Yeah, not enough AA here really for blue. Like, he needs more fighters up, basically. The fighters are better because, you know, they can be here as well. Obviously, the Tor is very useful. This tank needs to be engaged. Sweep up that T-72 pretty fast. Like, he really needs to be fighting there because otherwise, what's he going to do about all this? And blue is on a +2, but his units are so expensive that, you know, you make a small mistake, it costs you a lot, and there is a big mistake happening here. This is routing into the enemy, so he has no control over that, which is pretty funny. 27 wide does get an AT plane, but he can't use it here because there's all those... There were 2 Cubs, now there's only 1. And yeah, he never... What happened to this guy? Oh, I see. He traded with the T-72. It's a very cost-effective tank, the T-72 is very, very cost-effective. A little bit too cost-effective. Also the only medium tank in the game with 3 top armor, which makes it really good against artillery as well. So, this guy needs to smoke right now or he's doomed. This is also out of rounds. Okay, just missed and didn't fire the second one. I guess because he broke LOS probably, so I didn't see him. That 30mm will beat this guy. He just needs to get back. He's gonna die. So that will stop the tick. What can I say? On this side, neither player going for this, which is the key to this whole equation, particularly if red gets it. Blue's just toast, basically. This, yeah. He's going to lose this as well. There's not enough noticing going on here. This has had its engine destroyed, which means that these should be shooting it. And he should know about it because he's the one who destroyed the engine. He's aiming for something else, though. And yeah, blue needs more supply. To be honest, red's got enough supply. Although one of them should be up here, really, or healing this helicopter. But eventually, I think red's going to run out of supply, full stop, and he just won't be able to fire those anymore. I mean, he's not firing them as efficiently as he could be to start with. But yeah, that Special outplayer did go down to these. These are towed, by the way, and this doesn't even have its mule, whatever you want to call it. The Kraz. So a little bit of counter battery here would go a long way, but you'll notice he's not really keeping these supplied as much as he should be. 16 minutes left, maybe he ran out of supply. There we go, now he's going for it. Although it's probably just going to explode now anyway. Oh wow, 2 misses. There you go. So now you can cancel those artillery orders because they're going to hit something that doesn't need hitting. And if you've only got 6 armor, then 21 pen is enough. 20 pen, I think, is enough to take you out. And these have 23. So Conkers would one-shot this on the side armor. It would not one-shot this on the side armor. Yeah, a bit of a weird game here, like... Yeah, these if you're going to buy all this, it should be firing all the time. Having the shulker there is interesting. Just in case somebody sneaks a helicopter around. Or an infantry unit, shoot with that. But yeah, blue needs a bit more supply here. And he has brought some up now. And he needs to stop clumping these together because he's losing 2 units and it doesn't have to happen. That was probably a good trade for him though. He needs to get this back. Yeah, it's dead. Smoke. Smoke or die. Oh, wow, he just stuns him up, I guess. It's pretty funny how many planes 7th gets. I guess he's not losing them every time. I mean, he is starting to now because there's a lot of Iglas here, like high-vet Iglas. 65% accuracy, you know, whereas this is 50, and he's got the Straw 10 M3, which is 60 to begin with. That Tor's still out. Oh, Tor's finally got some rounds back. Nice. That was very bendy. But yeah, there goes the com. Wow, this thing, it's like it's throwing basketballs or something. Anyway, you gotta move that now, otherwise it's gonna get hit by Acacius, depending on how much attention your enemy's paying. I'm not sure where, I mean, he tried to bomb that, there wasn't actually anybody there. I think he changed his bombing command, and that didn't do him any favours. ComradeOctober still having some problems here. I think this is where a helicopter would be quite useful, or that bomber would be really useful here, because this shouldn't be an enemy AA range. I mean, it is just barely, but you would survive. You might take a hit. Getting artied again. He sort of drove into that, though, so no excuses. And he's not going in the buildings and stuff like that. Oh, I see. All his infantry is on nothing, so they don't auto-cover. Okay. I know that's the way Lathans likes to do it. I don't. Prefer to just turn it off if I need to turn it off. Which I have recently banned to a hotkey. But yeah, lots of low units here. Those RM70s doing a number on this. Not really enough AA. I mean, he's starting to kill him now, so I guess there is now enough AA. Wow. Yeah, pretty rough for blue. Well, that one got out, so not enough AA. Needs another Tor back here, basically. Because of the trajectory on this, it's not shooting properly. It's missing a lot more than you'd expect. So, Alex over here, all he's got to do is smoke this and then go here. Smoke this and go here. Or just go there, but you risk, you know, T-80 BV struggles. It's a bit weird not seeing a single helicopter out for blue. And you see, if that had 2 top armor, it'd be dead. It doesn't, it's got 3. And it's 160 point tank. So, the T-72s are too cheap for what they are. That's a bit overkill. See if that one hits. No. And that's going to be a +2 to red. 12 minutes left. So what can blue do about this? I mean, he can grad it. I mean, now he definitely knows where it is because it came in and popped its smoke. So he could hit it. I mean, I'm a bit disappointed in red for not trying to counter battery these at all. They've not moved. They're towed units. They would die. But, yeah, they are quite cheap. They're very cheap compared... Because basically it's the same as the Cassia. It's actually very slightly better for some reason. Deals more HE despite being the same caliber. And, yeah, they're like half the price. Almost. So yeah, if that had 2 top armor, it'd be dead. So that's the power of your 3 top armor. It does help a lot. I was probably going to be dead anyway. You know. It was already on low HP, you see. So, and yeah, no ammo in this. So when he right clicks it there, he's just going to try and shoot it with his AK-74. Still nothing happening here. Lots of units here not doing anything. I was just about to make this comment, actually. I was going to say, look, if you're not going to attack there, you might as well send these over here to help with what you are trying to do. And then you can always send them back if something happens. And just as I was about to say it, he does it. So, yeah. Ooh, I mean, not looking great for blue. It just takes you so long to build up. And... yeah, he's just not been killing enough of these planes to, you know, his T-80 BV is going to keep dying, basically. Like, his Tor's dead now. He's not bought another one. Interesting. But, I mean, this is out of ammo. They're just not being contested at all. Nobody's shooting at him. There's no fighters. Like, I know he had a MiG-29, but he's not bought another one. This guy is just so dead, man. Where's he supposed to go? Should have fast path back here, I guess, because the only reason they could see him is because somebody was spotting him. Somebody somewhere. Oh, yeah. No. So 10 minutes left. He's got a pretty big force here now, but no AA. So the best way to get an AA there immediately is to buy fighter, right? Because real ground-based AA takes longer. So he knows where this is. And he must have known for some time. But he's not shooting it with his RT. Where's the other one? There were two. There were two. That is weird. What happened to the other one? Maybe it got counter-batteried. C goes down to a fighter. Oh yeah, we see some counter-battery here. It looks like an MTLB there, but yeah, that'll probably have been it. It got counter-battery by the giant S's. Because they've got a really long range, their dispersion circle's quite small. Anyway, what I'd love to see from blue here is a bit of the old smoke. Here we go. Here we go. So, known as, you know, not as amazing as smoking as, say, a 120mm mortar. But if you've got grads and giant S's, it's kind of hard to fit. Well, to be honest, I'd be having a 120mm mortar instead of this. Although, actually, is it classed as a mortar? It used to be. Who knows? Maybe it could work. Sorry, I'm a bit ill. So I'm not sleeping properly. And when I yawn, it feels like I'm going underwater, which is lovely. So, yeah. Yes, it's interesting, isn't it, how one very weak RP... Like, this is a law, basically, M72 law. That stops a whole armoured push, right? Because they just suppress things straight away. But because it's only 13 pen, a 2 armor vehicle would survive a hit. So he could have rushed this down, really. But if he's just... I mean, now it's out of ammo, but now he's stopped pushing because he's like, oh, it's killed 2 of my units. So, a bit of a shame, really. And here we go, cluster again. And where's the AA? Nowhere. So he smokes because he might have routed there, and now he can back off. Just reverse. But yeah, you see that even if you use a right-click order, they will sometimes reverse. The only way to ensure a unit is going in the facing the direction you want to is with a reverse. So I've seen people, you know, reverse towards the enemy in certain circumstances. It's a bit daft. Anyway, this guy really should be getting out of here now. But you see now it's turning around. So you've really got to be careful with that. Reverse is your friend, because even fast move, sometimes I've seen them fast move down the road the wrong way, never seen them reverse the wrong way, because that specifies a direction, and the direction is reverse. That got side shot and exploded. Where's Blue's helicopter, man? Just one here. One here. Start killing all of that, or at least forcing it back. The Iglo's out of rounds, so he can't deal with the enemy helicopter. And this is starting to look very, very rough now for ComradeOctober. He's only got a 30-point lead. He's doing this again. Still hasn't cleared this out, but keeps driving units up here. So maybe he could smoke there and then get this in. If he really wants to. Yeah, this ain't looking great, mate. And that missed anyway. It's pretty funny. I mean, it was only on... It was normal cohesion, though. I mean, 60%, 65%. Yeah, this ain't looking great at all. So, the smoke has also stopped, so he will eventually run out of smoke. He will kill that one, right? So it all comes down to micro here. That T-72... No, he reverses into smoke. Whoa, this is good micro. So what's that shooting at? Oh, he sees this one first. Because his gun was pointing the right way. So he's trying to come down here. This is looking down the road, though. So it would shoot him. Lots of units dying here. You see that fired once at that CV, which just died, and now he's driving more guys into it. Wow, that is some really good micro. He got all of those, apart from this one. But he doesn't seem to be able to save his meta squads. Right, okay, so now this is fast pathing, but he knows about this, right? And that is going to shoot him. And that is going to shoot him. I'm not feeling very confident here. So this is surely about to die, yes. He's trying to get back in here. Kokon, T-72, regular conkers. Oh, just clears the building there. Misses. Shows side armor and explodes. Cause. It was trying to drive into cover in these trees. So you got to be careful with your auto cover. Because that's why it turned to the side there. And he didn't bring any AA with it. There's AA here. Yeah, so +2 to Alex. Looks like Alex is going to win this game. Can't really see Blue getting back in. Doesn't have a CV anyway. Pretty rough one, to tell you the truth. Just needed to play a different just needed to buy more AA before he started getting the heavy tanks in. And, you know, keep his RT firing all the time. Use a bit more of that smoke. But at the end of the day, pretty tough div to play in 1v1. But yeah, now +2 for Alex here, so pretty sad. Only 3 minutes left. Don't see any more CVs coming in here. Just can't believe this paid off. I mean, as you can see, they've not been firing in ages. It's because he's run out of supply for them. So if you're in that situation, you know, upvet your RM70, so you only get one. And yeah, pretty rough. So this guy ranked 10,000, and this guy rank 1,000. But when you get to that level, they're basically all the same. So yeah, pretty evenly matched game. Although this guy has a lot more. This guy has 5 times more games than this guy, and this guy is ranked 10 times higher, if you want to call it like that, than this guy. So this guy must watch Hippie YouTube videos. It's the only way. So yeah, you should have played it a little bit slower. In terms of, like, buy more AA before attacking with your armoured forces. Consider putting the BRM-1 in your deck. It's an exceptional optics vehicle, which you can put with your T-80s to help see things. Yeah, pretty tough game. Do let me know what you think. I'll see you around. GG.